this video is just a companion video. I put together a larger walkthrough of how to migrate classic agents to the new experience using CLI and as well using Copilot Studio Chat. This video is a trimmed version, part two, if you will, that only encapsulates using Copilot Studio Chat. Same video, just trimmed down so that you can quickly get to that portion of the video besides using markers. I'm Michael Heath, I'm a nerd, and this is Get Automating.
Get Automating, enhancing humans daily.
Okay, so that was one option. And arguably, that's probably the best option. We need to create these agents, recreate these agents with purpose. All right. Now, my theory is that, there are going to be select applications that IT, enterprise applications that IT may want to use the CLI tool and, do it a little more systematic, a little more programmatically. However, what if you have, thousands of agents owned by your end users? I don't see them using that tool, as great as this tool is. However, maybe just a little bit of a shortcut. Not, again, not moving through the same motions, not creating a plan, creating architecture, but this little button over here, Copilot Chat. I want to take a classic agent and convert it over to the modern loop architecture experience. Now, it can't actually see this, but I like to tell it. Agent is software request agent classic. And then what I'll do here is just start copying and pasting nuggets from this description, clean it up a little bit. Okay, we've got some instructions in here as well. I'd like to grab those. Or about the knowledge sources here. Let's leave those out for right now. I do want to get the topics. So how do I get that topic? I'm just going to come right over here, open the code editor, select all, topic, and workflow. And now we're going to look at the workflow as well. And that topic is calling for an approval flow right here. We're going to look at the flow details. And I'm going to go to the designer. What I like to do here is code view. All right, and we're right there, scraping by. Let's let it rip. All right, so it's going to ask a few clarifying questions here. SharePoint site creates the software request tickets. This guy will submit. So I get a little impatient and I like to ask it, break its concentration, ask it if it needs additional information. See, the user seems to not have picked a SharePoint site, but I have. Still needs the SharePoint site information. Which SharePoint site connects the list or contains the list? All right, let's try this again. And wow, it took it that time. So I ran into this before as well, but they have it now. So let's keep going here. Tickets. It's doing its thing. It's what we want to see here, right? Approval workflow for request over 100. All right, fair. Moving right through it now. Building it out. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm going to keep it. I don't need to make edits yet. Let's just keep that. All right. So here it is. Let's go into it. So we have our software request agent. We have one skill. Now we don't have any knowledge. At this point in time, I could have edited it and said, hey, make sure you're using this particular knowledge. I'm sure I could have done that. But for the sake of the length of this video, hey, check it out. So it provided a great shell for us. But if I look over here at this workflow, it's got some good details in it. Submit for manager approval, great inputs, outputs. But if we look over here, this is a classic workflow. This is the workflow that existed. So it didn't actually create a new workflow. However, what we can do here, again, I didn't edit any of this. we're in the designer here. Go back to chat. And I'm going to go back to this chat here. Can you create modern workflows? Yes, it can. I like this. I think that's a good artifact. And maybe it was just too much for it. So I'm going to grab that because it did grab it. You can see that it's trying to build that out. I just think that part got dropped. So let's see here. Let's just play around with this again. Whoops. And then lastly, right here. All right. So now let's see here. All right. So now it's building, analyzing. At one point, it needed the approvals connection. May ask for that here in a minute. Well, it's going on to building. So we shall see. All right. So here we are. You've got a workflow submit for manager approval. So we'll keep that. Now, we've got it here. It's in draft. So we will need to publish. Let's just view it. Approver email title details. All right. Start, wait for approval. It's got everything mapped like that. Sign to approver email. All right. There we are. That should work. Okay. Fair. Respond. Outcome. Good. Save. Publish. We do need a publish. Won't show up if we don't publish. Okay. Let's go back over to our agents. Software request agent. All right. Now, we have this in here right now. Good stuff in here. You know, we got a nice description. Might as well grab that. And, you know, this may work, but I'm going to remove it. And then let's re-add it. Okay. Let's verify here. Okay. And I copied that description because I knew it wasn't going to put it there. So I love it. Let's use it. Inputs. That should be okay. Yeah, these should be all right. Okay. So save it out. And I still don't have my knowledge in there. Knowledge isn't that helpful anyway. It doesn't have it in there. But again, I could have done that as a part of the editing process. I'm fairly certain. And again, knowledge, couple clicks, off you go, right? That's not a big deal. Workflows, making us work a little bit. Let's check this out. Line sweep. Okay, I want 250. Work. Uh-oh. What do we have there? Go, we'll approve that. I'll be darned. Your request has been submitted. Issue description. This is all right. It's just fine. I don't care. It's just fine. All right, so something to keep in mind, right? CLI is there for a reason, right? It's to help you walk through the migration of a classic agent to the new architecture. Again, new architecture. It's not a one-to-one mapping. So it's designed to help plan and put some thoughtful process into that motion. This down and dirty, fast, right? It's not requiring a whole lot of that thought process. But if you're looking to quickly move something over with some modern architecture involved, this may be the route. Until next time, get automating.